a couple of real bad weeks, haven't it?
Yeah, that Gary Quebec stint, that's never fun. But you know what? That's baseball. That's how the season goes. And right now, I feel like we're playing great. It's everyone has a great attitude, and the best part is we're having fun. And when you have fun, you play good baseball for the most part. So it's good.
Well, I'll ask you this. I get the feeling that each time that you guys get toward 500 and now above 500 and win another game and then ultimately another game to win another series, that you start to buy in and start to believe in yourselves a little bit more, that, you know what, you can start to see that the playoffs aren't that far away in terms of you guys grabbing one of those spots, whether it's Fargo in the North or the wild card. You're starting to believe in the fact that you guys you'll be part of the mix by the time it's all said and done on September the 2nd.
Oh, yeah. I mean, we all believe that we can win every game, and you know what? There's a lot of guys here who know how to win, and that's good, and you know that feeds into everybody else, and we definitely know we can win. So,
finally, on the lighter side, have you ever pitched both games of a doubleheader?
I have not, but I would like to.
Can we do it tonight?
Let's do it.
Okay, Brendan, thanks for your time. I appreciate it. Go get him today.
Thank you very much.
Now, that was Brendan Lafferty, Goldeyes reliever, left-handed reliever, leading the league in appearances with 37. As you heard there, his highest last year in Double-A was just over 40. He'll likely get past that this year, and he said that he wanted to do it. He wanted to be able to be one of those guys. And I asked him if he wanted to be that versatile, and he didn't really answer that, but he said that he wants to be able to pitch a lot. He did not pitch in game number 1. Nobody else did, but Edgar Osuna, as the Goldeyes rolled to an 8-0 victory over the Lincoln Saltdogs here in game 1 of this doubleheader. And now they're preparing for, in 5 minutes, game number 2 to start here to really kick off this series. And the Goldeyes come in with a record of 35-32, 4 straight wins. Lincoln 36-33. It's the Winnipeg Insurance pregame show brought to you by Winnipeg Insurance, proud sponsors of the Goldeyes, helping you protect the things you love. Visit us on the web at WinnipegInsuranceBrokers.com or call us at 889-2870. So my thanks to Brendan Lafferty. Hope you enjoyed that. We did have a few laughs, and very interesting to find out about his Rule 5 from Philadelphia, and also the fact that he grew up not only with baseball, but surfing, then also was involved in theater as a kid as well. We'll take a timeout. When we come back, we'll get it started for game number 2 here tonight. It's the Goldeyes and the Saltdogs coming up next on the Goldeyes Radio Network.
In business, every day is an opportunity to ask, where do you go from here? You didn't succeed by doing only one thing well. At MNP, we look at the entire business picture so you can get the most from every aspect of your operation. Strategies to optimize performance while mitigating risk, reducing costs, and streamlining process will help ensure your business is always operating at its full potential. MNP, wherever business takes you. Learn more at mnp.ca.
Cheers to the NSA slow pitch team whose uniforms are not uniform at all. Cheers to the times where more prep goes into playing after the game than playing in it. Cheers to the team who carries the cooler to the bench first and then maybe goes back to the van for the bats, balls, and gloves. Cheers from the Bud family, Budweiser, Bud Light, and Bud Light Lime. Proud sponsors of your Winnipeg Goldeyes and every NSA slow pitch team in Winnipeg. Go get 'em.
Got all your bases covered? With Manitoba Blue Cross you do. They provide peace of mind for you and your family, no matter what the situation. Planning on taking a little family trip? Make sure to get travel coverage from Blue Cross. Looking for more benefits for your employees? Look no further than Blue Cross. They also handle individual life insurance. It's a real triple play.
Contact your insurance broker or visit nb.bluecross.ca.
Manitoba Blue Cross, color of caring.
The Winnipeg Blue Bombers are back in action. And as official sponsors, Don's Photo and Canon are sending you to the sidelines as the team's official fan photographer. Capture the blue and gold from the field using the latest equipment provided by Canon, like the all-new Canon Rebel T5i. Its easy-to-use functions, stunning image quality, and DSLR features make the Canon Rebel T5i the best camera on the field. Get in on the action with your Winnipeg Blue Bombers and the all-new Canon Rebel T5i. Enter in-store at any Manitoba Don's Photo location to win. Visit BlueBombers.com for details.
Luxury, convenience, comfort. Have it all with Premier Executive Suites. For business travelers who are always on the move, Premier Executive Suites is your home away from home. You can relax in your comfortable living room, grab a midnight snack in your complete kitchen, and do that last-minute load of laundry with your handy in-suite washer and dryer. Book your extended stay in Winnipeg with Premier Executive Suites. Visit premiersuites.com to make your booking today. Take more of your life with you with Premier Executive Suites.
Live, loud, and loving every minute of Goldeyes action. This is TSN 1290. TSN1290.ca.
Yeah, the first pitch to Mike Coles is swung on and fouled back to get game number 2 underway here tonight at 8:49. Glad to have you along. 8:49, first pitch of game number 2 brought to you by the Greenwood Inn and Suites. Make the Greenwood Inn and Suites your home base for all your accommodation, dining, and meeting needs in Winnipeg. The 0-1 is outside, 1 ball and 1 strike. Call toll-free today, 888-233-6730. Goldeyes joined us, or if you just joined us, the Goldeyes won game 1, 8-0. We'll have a look at the starting lineups here as well as Matt Jackson makes his debut Goldeyes start. In Winnipeg in white tops, white pants again. Pitch is swung on and lifted out toward left. Phelan Lentini playing left here for game 2. Will backpedal a little bit to his left and make the catch for out number 1. And the batter, David Espinosa, then Kurt Smith. Winnipeg winning 8-0 in game 1. Matt Jackson getting the start here. His debut start as a Goldeye, and he will look at an order that looks like this for Lincoln in game 2. Mike Coles, who's already been put out, is in center field. David Espinosa, switch hitter, and will bat from the left side here against the righty in Matt Jackson. Bat second. He's at second. Kurt Smith hits third and will play at third base. First pitch is outside, ball 1. Ian Gack is at first, batting cleanup. Brian Joint out in right, hitting fifth. Matt Forgatch out in left, hitting sixth. DH is Brian Embury. He hits seventh. The pitch is a little bit high, 2-0. Sean O'Connell is catching, and he hits eighth. And Jeff Squire rounds out the lineup for Ken Obergfell, and he will start at short and bat ninth at 2-0. Swung on. That's lined out to right field. Pretty well hit. Back goes Sadler. Way back, and it's gone. A home run for David Espinosa, who just had 2 to baseball to right field. It got out of here on a line, and the shutout streak is over at 7 1/3 innings for Winnipeg, and Lincoln opens up the scoring with a solo blast with 1 away here at the top of the first inning. And here's Kurt Smith. And Smith will stand in from the right side. Our home plate umpire here for game number 2 is P.J. Krause. And the first pitch is high, ball 1. Not the case of falling behind, 2-0, and then having one catch way too much of the plate. The 1-0 is in there for a strike, and it's 1-1. For Espinosa, by the way, his 8th home run of the year. And RBI number 31. 1 ball, 1 strike to Smith. The pitch. Curve is a little bit high. 2 balls and 1 strike. So P.J. Krause calling the balls and strikes. Anthony Sheets is at first. Joe Pascucci at third here for game 2. The 2-1 swung on, fouled back to the screen. It's 2-2 to Kurt Smith. And defensively for the Goldeyes here, in game number 2, Luis Allen doing the catching. Ryan Skoma's over at first. Kevin Mosquito at second. Josh Mazzola at short. Amos Ramon at third. 2-2 pitch is just outside. 3 balls and 2 strikes. And then Phelan Lentini, Tyler Graham, and Ray Sadler left to right in the outfield. The payoff pitch. Swing and a miss, and he got him on strikes. Kurt Smith went upstairs and chasing, waved right through it, and that's the first strikeout for Matt Jackson here tonight. That first strikeout brought to you by Manitoba Hydro. Manitoba Hydro reminds you to be safe around electricity. Folks, 1 strike, and you're out. So 2 away here. And here's Ian Gack. And Gack will step in from the right side. Again, for the Goldeyes, Allen catching Skoma at first. Mesquite is at second. Mazzola at short. Ramon at third. First pitch is outside, down and away, in fact. And it's 1 ball, no strikes to Ian Gack. Then Lentini, Graham, and Sadler left to right in the outfield. The 1-0 pitch is in there for a strike, and it's 1-1. Ian Gack in game number 1, 0 for 3. The 1-1. Swung on, lined right back up the middle for a base hit. And that one whistling right by Jackson's head. So 2 hits, and here's Brian Joint. And Joint 0 for 3 in game 1, his debut as a Salt Dog with a couple of strikeouts. Ian Gack over at first base. Does not have a stolen base this year. He's 0 for 1, in fact. From the stretch, the pitch is right down the chute for a strike. For Matt Jackson, he is from the great state of Indiana. He was born in Louisiana, but makes his home in Indiana. The 0-1 is down and away. 1 ball and 1 strike. Matt Jackson, 6'4", 195, 25 years old, from Fort Wayne, Indiana. And he'll be 26 coming up in December. The pitch is on the outside edge for a strike. It's 1-2 to Brian Joint. Has double-A time and some triple-A time in the San Diego Padres organization. From the stretch, 1-2 pitch. Breaking ball down and away. That got away from Allen. Taking off for second and sliding in there safely without a throw is Ian Gack. And that'll be on a wild pitch. 1-0 Lincoln here. And the count on Brian Joint, 2-2. Brian Joint this year hitting .339. 4 homers, 38 driven in, 28 doubles. 2-2. Cold third strike on the outside corner, and Joint will go down looking. A couple of strikeouts for Matt Jackson here in the top of this first inning, but he does give up a run. A run on 2 hits. The run came in on David Espinosa's 8th home run of the year, was a solo shot, and 1 left. Lincoln gets 1. The Goldeyes are coming to bat when we return to downtown Winnipeg on the Goldeyes Radio Network.
Most days, you can predict what life's going to throw at you.
He's 2 for 2 at bat so far today.
But every once in a while...
Strike! Oh, he did not see that coming.
When life throws you a curveball, Ranger Insurance will protect what's important to you. Whether it's home, life, auto, or commercial, they have a plan that fits your needs. Ranger Insurance, putting relationships first. For the protection you deserve, visit rangerinsurance.ca.
Now, more than ever, Metro Center gets you where you need to go. Winnipeg store for all things trailer now offers Air Miles Reward Miles and truck accessories. So, whenever you come to Metro Center for trailers, parts, hitches, and more, you can also earn Air Miles Reward Miles. Get where you need to go with over 4,000 square feet of trailer parts, truck accessories, online ordering, knowledgeable staff, and trailer service at your Winnipeg trailer store. Metro Center, 620 Nairn. Visit metrotrailers.ca.
Nice and fresh.
Just the way I like it.
This is really good.
That hits the spot.
The spot to hear all that contentment? Our very own fishbowl. The reason? Robins. Smart coffee lovers count on the famous, always fresh taste of Robins coffee to add extra zest to every Goldeyes game. Team it with a Robins fresh baked treat, and you've got, well, a flavored doubleheader. Robins. Fast, fresh, and friendly.
Bottom of the first inning, Travis Parker, a right-hander, to face the Goldeyes, Tyler Graham, Amos Ramon, and Ray Sadler. 1-0 Lincoln on a home run by David Espinosa. First pitch is in there for a strike. Then it's Skoma, Harther, the DH, Mazzola, Lentini, Allen, and Mosquite. Against this right-hander, the 0-1. Swung on and hit down the right field line. Fair ball. And rounding first, heading for second is Graham. Up with the ball is Joint. His throw will be wide of second base, and Tyler Graham has a leadoff double here to start the bottom of the first as he goes the other way. Now the batter, Amos Ramon. And for Tyler Graham, who was 2 for 3 in game 1, that'll be his third hit of the evening. And Amos will step in. 0 for 4 in game 1. He had a 7-game hitting streak come to an end. Amos will step in from the right side. Parker comes set. Runner on the move from second to third. Throw down to third is in time. Head first slide, and Tyler Graham gets caught for the 4th time. And that'll be a caught stealing that goes 2-5. And there'll be one away. And Rick thought with Joe Pascucci that Tyler Graham was safe. Still, the Goldeyes took the chance of being the first out at third, and they were. Pitch is outside, 2 balls and no strikes. Amos 0 for 4 in game 1, broke up a 7-game hitting streak, 2-0, swung on and fouled away right side, not a play. Defensively here for Lincoln in game 2, Sean O'Connell is doing the catching for the second straight game tonight. Sean O'Connell. Ian Gack is at first. David Espinosa is at second. 2-1 is high. 3 balls and 1 strike. Jeff Squire at short. Kurt Smith is at third base. Matt Forgatch, Mike Cools, Brian Joint left to right in the field. Pitches swung on and fouled back. And that will get back down below us in the seats. 3 balls, 2 strikes, Davis Ramon. And Travis Parker, a right-hander, kicks the 3-2. Swung on, and that's tapped over the mound, back up the middle for a base hit. And Ramon will have a single with 1 out here. And here comes Ray Ray, who had a great game 1. He was 4 for 4. And Sadler was a triple shy of the cycle. He had a home run and 2 driven in. He has 15 homers and 45 driven in this year. And he'll stand in for the right side. First pitch is in there for a strike. 1-0 Lincoln. Again, O'Connell doing the catching. Gack at first, Espinosa at second, Squire at short, Smith at third, Forgatch, Cools, Joint left to right in the outfield. Pitch is swung on and fouled away. And in toward the seats, right side by Sadler, 0-2. Here in Winnipeg, it's partly cloudy. We still have daylight, but the lights are on. And we're down to 19 Celsius, 66 Fahrenheit. 0-2. Swung on and fouled back on that fastball. And the wind is out of the west at 12. It's not really much of a factor at all. So again, partly cloudy at game time for game 2. Underway tonight several minutes ago at 8:49. And it's 19 or 66. 0-2. Breaking ball, tapped left side foul. Sadler had 2 singles, a double, and a home run in game 1. A game the Goldeyes won 8-0. And they had 14 hits. 0-2 here. To Sadler, the pitch is down and away. Nice block there by O'Connell. And it holds Amos Ramon at bay at first. Amos is 4 for 6 on the base paths. This right-hander in Travis Parker from Lincoln, Nebraska. The pitch. Breaking ball is inside, 2-2. From St. Louis University, 6'1", 200 pounds. He'll be 25 on August the 10th. The pitch. Breaking ball, bounced out toward third. Could be two. Smith to second for one. And on the exchange, the ball was dropped by Espinosa, and the out will count at second. So Sadler across the bag. No throw to first. And Ramon is out on a 5-4 putout. And here's Ryan Skillman, 2 away, runner at first base. 1-0 here for Lincoln. And Skillman steps in from the left-hand side. And Ryan in game number 1 was 0 for 3 with a walk and a run scored. And a throw goes over to first base, and Sadler back in time. And Skoma had a 7-game hitting streak halted. First pitch is low, ball 1. The crowd here tonight is under 5,000. It's 4,595. The 1-0 is low, 2 balls and no strikes. 45-95 is the attendance tonight. Two balls, no strikes. Goldeyes are leading the league at 5,800. The pitch is low, 3-0.
Now you can swing.
And remember, they'll lose a couple of dates. They won't get the full 50 in because of the rainouts. The pitch is in there for a strike, and Skoma taking it all the way. And 3-1. Yeah, the maximum the Goldeyes will have will be 48 openings here at home of the 50 that they were scheduled for. 3-1. Runner on the move. Pitch is low. For a strike, they call it. Throw down to second, and they're going to get Ray Sadler. Well, Ryan Skoma will lead it off in the second. They called that a pitch. It looked low to me. The throw down will get Sadler on the caught stealing that goes 2-6, and the Goldeyes run themselves out of the inning here twice into outs, and that is it for them. No runs, 2 hits, and nobody left. We'll go to the second. 1-0 in favor of Lincoln on the Goldeyes Radio Network.
Excuse me, it's my first day. Where's the copier?
It's not a copier, it's a Rico!
Okay.
Since Milne Office Systems tailored a Rico document management solution to our office, we've all been a little sensitive about our Rico.
The print quality's amazing.
The training from Milne was first class. It's totally reliable, and we're saving money every month. So don't call it a copier.
It's a Rico!
Rico, the leading edge of business technology. Made easy by Milne Office Systems. Online at milneoffice.com.
Welcome to Rogers Tech Talk.
Raj, I'd love to get internet for the cottage, but...
Well, with Rogers Wireless Internet, you can get fast Wi-Fi for all your devices, even dockside.
But my wife worries I'll do more work and less play.
So download a romantic movie, watch it under the stars.
Sorry, is that work or play?
Right now, get a Rocket Mobile hotspot for $0 on select 2-year plans and take Wi-Fi wherever you go. See store for details.
Start saving today with Rogers on the network with province-wide coverage.
I'll take a nip. And don't you forget those grilled onions.
You know what I love? Breakfast all day. Bring on the Sal's Hearty Breakfast.
I love seeing what's new. Barbecue chicken nip. Yes, please.
Salisbury House, a Winnipeg tradition for more than 8 decades. From all-day breakfasts, traditional dinners, and classic nips made with 100% Manitoba beef to salads, wraps, and more. And who could forget wafer pie and red velvet cake for dessert? It's all available all the time. Salisbury House, your food, your way.
Grand Slam Goldeyes coverage with Paul Edmonds. This is TSN 1290. TSN1290.ca.
Matt Forgatch will take a strike for the first pitch of the second. 1-0 Lincoln leads it. And Matt Jackson works into his second. The 0-1 is a fastball that's in there for a strike. It's 0-2. Forgatch, Embury, and O'Donnell. Forgatch was 0 for 3 in game 1. From the full wind, the 0-2 from the right-hander is outside. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Forgatch bounced out, flew out, and struck out in game 1. And the 1-2 pitch swung on, and that's bounced out towards short. To his left, Mazzola up with it, a little low to first, And Skoma could not dig it out. And that will be an error on the throw. It'll be E6. Well, all of a sudden, we have noticed the Goldeyes just have not been as sharp here in Game 2 as they were in Game 1. Running themselves into a couple of outs. In inning number 1. Bit of a low throw there, giving up a home run. Here's Brian Embury. He was 0 for 2 with a walk in Game 1. First pitch is outside, ball 1. He, too, is a switch hitter, so he bats from the left side. Against the right-hander in Matt Jackson. And a throw goes over to first, and back in time is Forgatch. Matt Forgatch, 24 steals this year. So he leads this team. And is top 5 in the league. Runner on the move. Pitch is swung on and fouled away. Left side, 1-1. Michael Gonzalez leads the league from El Paso with 32. Zach Penpraise from Fargo with 27. Adam Frost from St. Paul with 26. Forgatch then with 24. 1 ball, 1 strike. One nothing Lincoln here. Goldeyes have won Game 1. The 1-1 is outside. 2 balls and 1 strike. 2-1 to Brian Embury. Top of the second. We'll play the home run inning here. Now throw goes over to first, and diving back in is Forgatch. Just a reminder, it's free. You can get down to Home Run Sports home run inning at Home Run Sports on De La Seigneurie Boulevard and Bishop Grandin. The 2-1. Swung on, line to left field for a base hit. And Embury will have his first hit of the night, and there's 2 on for Lincoln and nobody out for Sean O'Connell. And O'Connell 0 for 2 in Game 1. He struck out twice. He's hitting 171. And I'm thinking that they're probably going to ask him to bunt here. Try to set up the big inning. And O'Connell will step in from the left side against the right-hander in Matt Jackson. And Jackson working from the stretch. Forgatch at second now. Embury is at first. First pitch is on the outside edge for a strike. No ask of a bunt or no sign of a bunt. And now Obergfeld flashing signs from the third base coach's box again, and stepping back in is O'Connell. Nothing in 1 to Sean O'Connell. And Jackson comes set to his belt. Now the pitch. Swing and a miss, and it's nothing in 2. Okay, let's try this again. Folks, drop into Home Run Sports at De La Seigneurie Boulevard. Bishop Grandin, enter to win in the Home Run Sports home run inning. Here's how it works. If a Goldeye player hits a home run in any inning, and we pick your name that day, you'll receive an Easton prize package courtesy of Easton Sports, but you must hear your name on this program in order to know that you're a winner. 0-2 is just outside with a fastball, and it's 1 ball and 2 strikes. And then if you hear your name, you must contact Home Run Sports within 30 days to claim your prize. You can do that in person or by calling 255-7687. 3 homers in Game 1, so 3 winners. We'll tell you about those in a sec. The 1-2 pitch swung on and fouled at home plate. Luis Allen couldn't squeeze it. And we do it again at a ball and 2 strikes. Homers in Game 1 by Harther, Sadler, and Mazzola have made winners of Chris Nolan, David Peterson, Janet Keating. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Here to Sean O'Connell. 1-2 pitch is a cold third strike right on the outside corner. Good fastball at 90 on the gun right there. And that's strikeout number 3 for Matt Jackson. And 1 down for Jeff Squire, who did come in defensively in game number 1, but did not get an at-bat. And for Squire, hitting .134 in the year. And Jeff Squire has a homer and 6 driven in. So 1 away, runners at first and second. Right-handed batter and a shortstop is Squire. The pitch is in there for strike 1. Matt Forgatch is at second base. Brian Embury is at first. 1 out, 2 on, 1-0 Lincoln here in the top of inning number 2. Jackson comes set. The 0-1 is in there for another strike, and it's 0-2. Again, Chris Nolan, David Peterson, and Janet Keating. You are our winners on the Home Run Sports home run inning here in Game 2. If you, family member, or friend, here's your name, well, the next step, contact Home Run Sports tomorrow or within the next 30 days. Tell them you're a winner and get your prize. And a pickoff attempt at second, and just diving back in safely is Matt Forgatch. While Mesquite snuck in, a good throw to the base by Jackson, maybe a little too high, and thus Forgatch gets back in time underneath the tag of Mesquite, who had to pull the baseball down and then apply the tag. The 0-2 is low, 1 ball and 2 strikes to Squire. So that's our Home Run Sports home run inning, brought to you by Home Run Sports. Home Run Sports, get ready for your game. 1 ball, 2 strikes here to Jeff Squire. And Jackson leans over, gets the sign, will come set. 1-2 pitch. Cold third strike on the outside corner. Another fastball that Squire got frozen on. And it's strikeout number 4 for Matt Jackson. And there's 2 away for Mike Coles. And Coles will step in from the right-hand side. Mike was 1 for 3 in Game 1 with a double. And Coles flew out already here in game number 2. First pitch is low and inside, ball 1. Mike has now been a Goldeye, a Red Hawk, a Rail Cat, and a Saltdog in the Northern League / American Association. Pitches on the outside edge for a strike, and it's 1-1. I believe he has 5 championship rings. A couple from the Northern League, a couple from the Frontier League, and 1 from the American Association. 1 ball, 1 strike. Two on, 2 away here in the second. 1-0 Lincoln. Jackson comes set, the 1-1. Fastball on the outside edge for a strike. It's 1-2. Matt Jackson, by the way, went to high school in Houghton, Louisiana. So he grew up there, now lives in Indiana. Went to the University of Southern Alabama in Mobile, Alabama. 1 ball, 2 strikes, the pitch. Swing and a miss, and Cole's down on strike. And he fired the bat in disgust. And how about striking out the side in order after getting in a little bit of trouble thanks to an error as well, does Matt Jackson. 5 strikeouts, and that is it for Lincoln in the top of the second. No runs, a hit, an error to left, bottom to his neck. So is trivia. 1-0 Lincoln on the Goldeyes Radio Network.
Impaired driving kills 30 people each year in Manitoba. Every drink affects your ability to drive safely. You might miss a stop sign or not see another vehicle. Maybe you don't notice the pedestrian crosswalk, and you can't see the person walking right in front of you. If you plan to drink, plan ahead to get home safely. Don't drink and drive. A message from Manitoba Public Insurance.
If I said to you, you had a beautiful body, would you hold it against me? Well, not if you got the body work done at Morey Auto Body, because beautiful body work is what they do best. They're not part of some giant chain, so they treat every customer like their only customer, and that means attention to detail like you wouldn't believe. Frame straightening, expert refinishing, even boat repairs, painting, and deckling. Morey Auto Body does it all and does it right. Really right. Right where you'd expect them to be, at 700 Morey. These guys hit it right out of the park.
Ever try sucking an orange through a straw? How about 5?
Oh, come on!
It can happen, because we're blending up a difference at Jugo Juice. Our fresh fruit smoothies knock it out of the park with over 5 servings of fruit jammed into every 24-ounce cup. This season, make it a mini combo with a zesty Southwest chicken wrap. Get healthy on the go with Jugo Juice. Find us at Shaw Park and online at jugojuice.com.
Now we go to the bottom of the second inning. Ryan Skoma to lead it off. He had the baseball mulligan when Goldeyes were caught stealing and Ray Sadler for only the second time this year to end the first. 1-0 Lincoln. First pitch on the outside edge for a strike. The bottom of 2 is underway. Travis Parker delivers the pitch, and it's low. 1 ball and 1 strike. It's Skoma, Harther, and Mazzola due up here in the bottom of 2. Scheduled for 7 again. The Goldeyes won game 1, 8-0. 1-1 is outside, 2 balls and 1 strike. Winnipeg's won 4 in a row. 35-32 is their record. And they're 1 game back of Lincoln in the wild card. Pitch is swung on and fell back, and it's 2-2. Actually, I stand corrected. The 2 teams are even. 2 teams are even in the wild card right now. And then depending on how this goes, will determine who is actually ahead of whom. 2-2. Curve just missed outside. 3-2. We will play some trivia here for the second and final time tonight in the bottom of the second. Payoff to Skoma is swung on and fouled back. He reached for that one. Protective swing, fouled it into the screen. 3-2. Trivia contest question brought to you by the Place Louis Riel Suite Hotel in downtown Winnipeg. Place Louis Riel, specializing in spacious executive suites. And the payoff pitch. Breaking ball, swung on, and Q shot it off the end of the bat. Foul. And Skoma will look to see that he didn't take a chunk out of the end of that bat. He's satisfied with it. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Contest open to those that haven't won in the last 30 days. The payoff. Swung on, ground ball right side. That's going to scoot through and get into right field for a leadoff single. And here's Casey Harther. Arthur hit his 9th home run of the year in Game 1. He kick-started the Goldeyes offense. He now has 44 RBI. 1 shy of Ray to lead the team. And Casey stands in from the right-hand side. He was 1 for 4 in Game 1. First pitch is outside, ball 1. Again, contest is open to those that haven't won in the last 30 days. The reward is a pair of Goldeye tickets to a future home game of your choice. You'll also be eligible to win the grand prize of a weekend stay at the Place Louis at the end of the season. Runner on the move, pitches outside, throw down to second, is not in time. Double clutch by Sean O'Connell. Still, the ball beat Skoma there, but it was on the inside of the bag towards short. And a long reach for Espinosa to get Skoma, who went to the second base side of the bag. That is just some real good heads-up base running right there by Ryan Skoma, who steals his 4th of the year. Now the Goldeyes have the potential tie and run back into scoring position again. 2 balls and no strikes to Harther. And Parker comes set. The 2-0 pitch. Swung on, and that's popped up. Right side of the infield In on the grass is Gack. The first baseman makes the catch, and there's one down. And here is Josh Mazzola, who was 3 for 4 in game number 1, including a home run. He hit his 10th. He also had a double and a single. He was a triple shy of the cycle. He now has 40 runs batted in. And Mazzola stands in from the right side. Parker comes set, first pitch. Breaking ball is low. And out in front of the plate, it's blocked there by O'Connell, and he keeps it in front of him to hold Scoma at bay at second. Couple of tickets to a future home game. You'll also be eligible to win the grand prize of a weekend stay at the Place Louis at the end of the season. That's the prizes, or prize tonight. 1-0 is on the outside edge for a strike, and it's 1-1. Number to call if you think you know the answer is 204-780-1290. 1-1. Breaking ball, swung on and missed, and there goes the elbow pad of Mazzola as that came off. I asked him about that, and he said, well, it needs some new Velcro. You know, Velcro does wear out after a while. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Runner at second base. We're in the bottom of the second. And Parker will spin off and look Scoma back toward second. Question tonight is this. Speaking of home runs, which inning have the Goldeyes yet to hit a home run in this season? 1-2. Breaking ball is low, and it's 2-2. Which inning have the Goldeyes yet to hit a home run? Which inning have the Goldeyes yet to hit a home run in this season? 2-2. Might be tougher than you think. Two and 2 to Mazzola. And Travis Parker will come set. The pitch is high, 3-2. Runner at second. 1 away here in the bottom of 2. Parker comes set. The pitch. Swing and a miss on that breaking ball, and Mazzola got fooled on that. First strikeout here for Travis Parker. Here's Phelan Lentini. And Lentini 1 for 4 in game number 1 with a run scored. And Lentini will step up and see what he can do with runners in scoring position in 2 outs. And Lentini steps up from the right side. And Travis Parker comes set. First pitch is high, ball 1. Let's update you on a couple scores here real quick. Ole Sheldon is homered for St. Paul, his 6th. Saints lead Fargo 11-1 in the 7th. 1-0 is just outside, 2-0. And Sioux City is ahead of Gary 5-4 in the 7th. On the Manitoba Blue Cross out-of-town scoreboard. The 2-0. Swung on, and that is popped up. Foul territory, first base side, running hard and running in futility is Ian Gack, as that bounces just before him over toward that retaining wall down that right field line. 2 balls and 1 strike to Phelan Lentini. Nothing Lincoln. We're in the bottom of 2. And I would dare say that darkness has settled in upon us now. And Parker comes set. The 2-1 pitch. swung on, and that is hit right side. That's going to get by Espinosa, get into right field. Up with the ball is Joyce. Here comes the throw. It's up the third base line. It gets by the catch. It goes to the backstop. And up to second is Lentini. An RBI single to tie it, and then some good base running. And Winnipeg has knotted this baby at one. A little two-out lightning for Fay. And Lentini will drive in his 29th of the year. And Luis Allen, the batter. And Lentini will take second on the throw. And Luis Allen will step in from the right-hand side. He had 2 hits. He was 2 for 3 with a walk in game number 1. First pitch is in there for a strike. It took 20 calls, but we got a winner tonight on trivia. Winner of the answer coming up in the bottom of 5. 31 RBI for Luis Allen, the 0-1. Breaking ball is in there for a strike. Louis had a double and scored a run in game 1 tonight. He's hitting .321 coming into the day. And the pitch. Breaking ball is low. It gets away from O'Connell. And then when he scrambles to get it, already Lentini is standing at third base, and that'll be on a wild pitch. So a wild pitch on Travis Parker. First one of those tonight. We're tied at 1 in the bottom of the second. Again, 20th call winner tonight. Winner in the answer coming up in the bottom of 5 here in game 2. 1-2. Breaking ball swung on. Popped up. Shallow center. Back goes Squire, the shortstop. He'll make the catch. And we're done through 2 here in downtown. The Goldeyes a run, 2 hits, and 1 left. We'll go to the third. Complete out-of-town scoreboard is coming up. Other leagues, other cities. Scoreboard here reads Winnipeg 1, Lincoln 1 on the Goldeyes Radio Network.
We all know that money doesn't grow on trees, but it sure grows in our branches. At Steinbach Credit Union, you get a great interest rate on any of our savings accounts, right from $1. That's right, no minimum balance here. Add to that a complete range of financial products in our unparalleled service, and that could put a smile on anyone's face. So switch to SCU today and laugh all the way from the bank. Steinbach Credit Union, taking care of the world's most important money, yours.
Summer in Manitoba sizzles all over the place, from our great beaches to our great ballpark. And I just don't mean on the field. I mean on Goldeyes Grill, where they sizzle up some of the best hot dogs you've ever tasted. Diamond Dogs, the official hot dog of the Goldeyes. Custom made by Winkler Meats. Diamond Dogs are naturally smoked, gluten and allergen free, and made with quality ingredients that deliver full flavor every bite. Try them at the game or pick them up at your local grocer. Diamond Dogs from Winkler Meats. Product quality is our tradition.
Why drive to the border to pick up your parcels? Finally, there's a solution. A.D. Rutherford International's cross-border services. U.S. shipping address, customs clearance, and daily deliveries to and from North Dakota. Besides assisting commercial importers, they help individual buyers as well. Their competitive rates make your importing experience seamless, stress-free, and convenient. A.D. Rutherford International. Cleared and simple. Visit adrutherford.com or call 204-633-7207. You're listening to Goldeyes Baseball on TSN 1290, TSN1290.ca. Brought to you in part by South Beach Casino. Like it, love it.
Well, we go to the third inning. David Espinosa, who homered off Matt Jackson in inning number 1 to give Lincoln a 1-0 lead. The Goldeyes have since tied it. Will lead it off. It's Espinosa, Smith, and Gack in a 1-1 tie. Glad to have you along tonight. My name is Paul Edmonds, our producer-operator back at our flagship station. TSN 1290 in South Winnipeg tonight is Eric Fritchie. We know him as Bo Peep. And on our CJ Radio Network with stations in Gimli, Neepawa, and Swan River and surrounding area. Riley Lachuk is our operator. We know him as Mr. Versatility. And helping us out is Brendan McGranahan. Super student. First pitch is low, ball 1. 1 ball, no strikes. Espinosa hit his 8th home run of the year, the pitch. Swung on, that's cracked out toward right center. On the run is Graham. He'll get there and make the catch, closing the distance for out number 1. Well hit again. Here comes Kurt Smith. But this time the ballpark holds it. The Goldeyes can record an out. And Smith will step up to the right-hand side. A couple of homers, 15 driven in his limited time so far with Lincoln. I think this is game number 15 now. He was 1 for 3 in game 1. First pitch, righty. Swung on and fouled away right side. And out of play. Strike 1. Let's have a look at the out-of-town scoreboard here. And we'll get you caught up first off on the American Association again, just to repeat those scores, because there's some important games. First off, Laredo beat Kansas City in game 1. Pitches on the outside edge for a strike. Of a doubleheader, the other doubleheader going on tonight, Laredo beat Kansas City 10-4 in game 1. Mike Sheridan homered, his first for the Lemurs. 0-2 is a breaking ball that's low, 1 ball, 2 strikes. Sioux City leading Gary 5-4 in the 7th. The 1-2 pitch is just outside, 2-2. St. Paul is thrashing Fargo 11-1 in the 7th. Sioux Falls and Trois-Rivières are tied at 4 in the 8th. The 2-2 pitch. Fastball swung on and softly lined over first into right field for a base hit. And Kurt Smith will have a 1-out single, and that's hit number 4 off Matt Jackson. Amarillo shutting out Grand Prairie 5-0 in the 8th. You've got to watch Amarillo and Grand Prairie as well. The Goldeyes don't have any games left with them, and they are ahead of the Goldeyes in the wild card standing. So you've got to pay attention to what they're doing as well at this point, if, in fact, the Goldeyes have designs on the wild card, which I know they do, any way that they can get in. El Paso leading Wichita 7-3 in the 3rd. A 7-run first inning for the Diablos. Here's Ian Gack. He's 1 for 1. First pitch. Swung on and fell back to the screen for strike 1. And in game 2, Kansas City is leading Laredo 3-2 in the 1st. And the fans getting on Ian Gack here a little bit. We're tied at 1 here in the 3rd. Some doubleheaders that are finalized now, at least game 1. Runner Bluffs pitch is swung on and fouled back. It's 0-2. In the National League, game 1, Milwaukee beat Chicago 6-5. Home runs for the Brewers. Segura his 12th, Betancourt his 12th, and Chris Davis his 2nd. And they're into game 2. Milwaukee on a home run by Juan Francisco his 14th. Leads Chicago 1-0 in the 7th. The 0-2 swung on, ground ball right side. And that's going to get through the other way. And stopping at second base is Kurt Smith. And here's Brian Joint. And a final at 11 saw Pittsburgh get by St. Louis 2-1. Vin Mazzaro goes to 6-2 at the win for the Bucs. Russell Martin scored the game-winning run in the 11th on an infield single. And in game 2, helped along by an Andrew McCutchen home run. Pittsburgh leads St. Louis 4-0 in the 6th, looking for the doubleheader sweep for McCutchen, his 15th of the year. 1 out, 2 on, and Brian Joint 0 for 1 here tonight in game 2, 0 for 4 on the night. Pitch is outside, ball 1. Philadelphia beat San Francisco 7-3. John Lennon 3-4 with the win. Barry Zito 4-8 with the loss. The 1-0 to Joint. Swung on, cracked out to right center, and in toward the gap is going to be Graham. He'll make the catch for the 2nd out. Tagging is Kurt Smith. He moves from 2nd to 3rd. There'll be runners on the corners for Matt Forgatch. Here this third inning. Home runs for Philadelphia. Michael Young is 8th. Carlos Ruiz is 1st. Atlanta beat Colorado 11-3 tonight. Alex Wood the win, 1-2. Homers for the Braves. Freddie Freeman is 13th. Brian McCann is 11th. Nolan Arenado, his 9th for Colorado in that loss. A final in 10. New York got by Miami in South Florida 4-2. First pitch. Swung on, ground ball right side. Mesquite up with it, over to first, and we go to the bottom of the third, tied at 1. No runs, 2 hits, and 2 left for Lincoln after 2.5. Winnipeg 1, Lincoln 1 on the Goldeyes Radio Network.
Hi, I'm Chris Walby. Now you can mow like the pros with Simplicity Zero-Turn Mower. These mowers have all the features professionals demand. Durability, heavy-duty construction, and of course, the perfect cut. Simplicity Zero-Turn Mowers with their exclusive suspension system lets you mow more lawn in less time. These mowers are unlike anything you've ever used. To help you find a Simplicity dealer near you, contact Yetman's Limited Winnipeg and discover the secret to a professionally manicured lawn. Zero-turn mowers for the homeowner from Simplicity. Simplicity, the way to a beautiful lawn.
It's furniture that has a story to tell. Discover the unrivaled character and craftsmanship only Manitoba Made can offer with Prairie Barnwood. Prairie Barnwood specializes in handcrafted furniture and decor made from dismantled barns from across the Canadian prairies. From mantels to countertops, furniture, even custom pieces, it's all made in Manitoba. See these one-of-a-kind works of art for yourself. Learn more about Manitoba Reclaimed Barnwood furniture today at prairiebarnwood.com.
If you love East Indian food and want to introduce your friends to it, bring them to the Clay Oven. They have the best butter chicken in town. Plus, the new Hakka menu features Indian Chinese fusion. First-timers will love exploring the flavors of our tally platters. Another fresh batch of naan bread is coming out of the oven right now. The Clay Oven with 3 locations, including the brand new restaurant open year-round in the ballpark. Reserve your dinner party or game day seat on the patio at clayoven.ca.
Well, we go to the bottom of inning number 3. Kevin Mesquite will lead it off, followed by Tyler Graham and Amos Ramon. In a 1-1 tie, Travis Parker works into his third. The starter for Lincoln, first pitch to Mesquite is low, ball 1. Kevin tonight was 1 for 3 in game 1 with a walk. He also drove in a run. His 4th as a Goldeye, the 1-0. He's outside 2 balls and no strikes. He extended a hitting streak to 4 straight games. And looking to get on here. The 2-0. Outside 3 balls and no strikes. Just back to some finals again. New York beat Miami. A final in 10, 4-2 for the Mets over the Marlins. 3-0 is in there for a strike, 3-1. Scott Atchison goes to 1-0 with the win. And Bobby Parnell had the save his 22nd. Pitch is low, and Mesquite will get aboard on a 5-pitch walk to lead off the home half of 3. And Kevin, who's 1 for 1 on the base path, gets over to first base. Tyler Graham, a double here tonight. In game 2, he had a couple of hits in game 1. On the evening, he is 4 as he tries to push out a bunt, and it's caught at first base in foul territory by Ian Gack. So, not a great bunt. It results in an out. Not the desired result, as he just pushed a little too hard and too high in the air, and that happens. It's a pop out to 3. Here's Amos Ramon, 1 for 1 tonight. And just underway, Cincinnati and San Diego tonight. Out in San Diego. Now, throw goes over to first, and Mesquite back in time. Now you've got to think if the Goldeyes really want to be aggressive, then why would you think they would be anything but? Because they've been aggressive in this game already. The pitch Swung on, hammered high, and deep to left, way back, and it is gone! Amos Ramon, what did you have for breakfast? A 2-run shot. His 7th of the year. First pitch swinging, makes a turn at third, and come on down. Winnipeg leads it 3-1. Baby! Just hammered that first pitch from Travis Parker. We're talking about Mesquite getting to second base, maybe trying to steal. No sense in that. Just have Amos deliver the knockout blow out of the ballpark. Here's Ray Sadler. First pitch is high, ball 1. Goldeyes' 4th home run of the evening tonight. A 2-run shot, and Amos has RBI 38 and 39, the 1-0. Bounced out toward third, off the glove of Smith, bounces to the shortstop, Squire. He picks it up, no throw. Sadler across the bag at first, safely. And that'll be on the air on the third baseman. So each team's made an error now tonight. And here's Ryan Skoma, who's 1 for 1. And Skoma, a stolen base and a run scored. Already tonight in game 2 here. First pitch is outside, ball 1. Interleague play. Detroit defeated Washington 5-1 tonight. Anibal Sanchez, he goes to 9-7. Pitch in there for a strike. With that victory, count 1-1 on Skoma. Steven Strasburg takes the loss. He drops to 5-9 for the Nationals. Throw goes over to first base, and Ray Sadler back in time. Ray's been caught tonight for only the 2nd time this year. He's 10 of 12. Alex Avila had a home run for Detroit, his 7th. Pitch is bounced out toward third, fielded by Smith. He will throw across and get Skoma for out number 2. But Sadler gets up to second base, and Casey Harth is the batter. Avila hit a grand slam, by the way, for his 7th home run of the year to help Detroit to a 5-1 win over Steven Strasburg in Washington. Tampa Bay beat Arizona 5-2. Roberto Hernandez goes to 5-11 with the victory. Yunel Escobar, his 8th home run for the Rays. The pitch swung on, that's hit high, out to left field, not very deep. 4 gets toward the line, and the left fielder will make the catch, and the Goldeyes are done here in the bottom of inning number 3. They get 2 runs. They do so on just 1 hit. A home run by famous Amos Ramon, his 7th of the year, and the Goldeyes will leave 1. There was an error as well for Lincoln. On to the 4th, 3-1 Winnipeg on the Goldeyes Radio Network.
While there's no known cure for ALS, there is hope. The ALS Society of Manitoba supports families affected by ALS. Our Client Services Coordinator works with your family to determine your needs, and the Brummett Feesby ALS House provides 24-hour care designed to specifically meet the needs of people living with ALS. Because hope is important in the lives of those affected by ALS. The ALS Society of Manitoba. We help our people every way we can. Visit alsmb.ca.
Teamwork wins ball games, and it's made Safer Agencies an even stronger player in the insurance business. Recently, Safer Agencies teamed up with Canada's largest personal property insurance company, Intact Insurance. So now, when life throws you a curveball, they'll get you back in the game faster than ever. Are you over 50 with no claims for 3 years? Then you could score big league savings on home insurance, including no deductible on your first claim. Call Safer Agencies for details. 694-6787.
Discover la francophonie in Manitoba.
L'Arbrerie, Île-des-Chênes, Sainte-Rose-du-Lac, Notre-Dame-de-Lourdes, Saint-Pierre-Joli, Saint-Boniface, and way much more.
In our friendly province, we are fortunate. French is everywhere and has lots to offer. Open your mind, add a French twist to your life, and enjoy the richness of another beautiful culture right here in Manitoba.
Venez voir. Vous serez surpris. Surpris. Venez voir.
Your fielder's choice for every minute of Winnipeg Goldeyes baseball. TSN 1290. TSN1290.ca.
We go to the fourth inning, 3-1. The Goldeyes are in front. Brian Embury, Sean O'Connell, and Jeff Squire do up 7, 8, and 9. 3-1, the Goldeyes in front, buoyed by a home run from Amos Ramon. First pitch is in there for a strike. Good change of pace there from Matt Jackson, the newcomer, who works into his fourth. Embury, 1 for 1 tonight, had a single in inning number 2, and he is now 1 for 3 on the evening. Pitching there for a strike, nothing in 2. This just in, the Chicago White Sox have traded right-handed pitcher Jake Peavy to the Boston Red Sox. No other details right now, but we'll pass along maybe what was in the deal. Peavy going to the Red Sox from the White Sox, 0-2. Breaking ball bounced out toward first, fielded nicely by Skoma, underhand to Jackson, 1 away on Embury. And we start the fourth with an out here. Just to get back, Tampa Bay beat Arizona 5-2. I told you Roberto Hernandez goes to 5-11 with the win. Ian Kennedy took the loss, dropped to 3-8 for the Snakes. Yunel Escobar, a home run for the Rays, his 8th. Eric Chavez, his 8th for Arizona in that loss. They're underway in Los Angeles. The Yankees and Dodgers are scoreless in the first. First pitch is low to Sean O'Connell. Ball 1. American League, let's get to those finals here. The 1-0 is inside, 2 balls and no strikes. Baltimore beat Houston 4-3. Wei Yin Chen goes to 6-3 with the victory for the Orioles. Jim Johnson, his 36th save, pitches inside, 3-0. Chris Davis, a home run, his 38th of the year. Lucas Harrell took the loss for Houston, 5-11. 3-0 pitch is in there for a strike. It's 3-1. Cleveland rallied. They beat said White Sox 7-4. Ryan Shaw, the win, 2-2. Chris Perez, his 15th save. Pitch is swung on and missed, and that change of pace. And it's 3-2 here to Sean O'Connell. Boston beat Seattle 8-2. Brandon Workman, the win, 1-1. Home runs. Saltolamakia, his 9th. Pedroia, his 7th. Ellsbury, his 5th. The pitch swung on and fouled back. And Goldie ducking for cover there. 3 balls and 2 strikes. 5th inning, Texas leading the Angels 6-4. Homers for the Halos. Trumbo is 23rd. Colin Cowgill, his 1st. 7th inning, Kansas City, as the pitch is swung on and missed. And how about that for a battle-back strikeout by Matt Jackson? 6 strikeouts for Jackson tonight. And he was down, or at least O'Connell was ahead in the count 3-0, and he ended up striking him out. 2 away in the inning. Here's Jeff Squire. Kansas City leading Minnesota 4-2 in the 7th. Mike Moustakas, a home run for the Royals, his 8th. Toronto in the 2nd, leading Oakland 1-0 on a homer by Jose Bautista, his 25th. First pitch is outside, ball 1. CFL tonight, Toronto defeated BC 38-12. The 1-0. Swing and a miss and a changeup, and it's 1-1 to Jeff Squire. You are completely up to date on what is going on the out-of-town scoreboard here in this 4th. 1 ball, 1 strike. The pitch swung on and fouled back, and it's a ball and 2 strikes. Reportedly, though, Boston has parted with infielder and part-time musician Jose Iglesias in that deal for Jake Peavy. 1-2 is outside, 2-2. There is a Jose Iglesias that's a musician. Let's look it up. Let's find out what we got. Boston reportedly parted with infielder Jose Iglesias in that White Sox deal for Jake Peavy. Pitch is swung on and wide out to short, leaping and coming down with it is Mazzola. What a grab by Josh Mazzola. Defensive play of the night for sure. And that is it for Lincoln here in the top of the fourth. The line drive by Squire. Climbing the ladder and coming down with it is Mazzola. And that is that for Lincoln. They go in order. Zeros across the board. We'll go to the bottom of the fourth. Stretch time in my hometown. We invite you wherever you are to get up with us and stretch them out. Bottom four is next, 3-1 Winnipeg on the Goldeyes Radio Network.
When Winnipeggers' stuff exceeds their space, why do so many rely on Storageville?
It's so convenient.
With two prime locations, 830 Waverly and 123 Reinders at State Pond Road.
Access to your locker is really easy.
It's totally secure. Every unit is alarmed and video monitored every minute, every day.
My house should be so clean.
They even have a free cube van to stick your stuff in. Storageville, where Winnipeg stores. Learn more about their wow factors at storageville.ca.
She sang with poise and grace beyond her years.
And the fire continued to burn throughout the night.
Our 18-year championship drought is over, Winnipeg baseball fans.
With the best local, national, and international coverage, the Winnipeg Free Press is there for you. With an unrivaled art section and the best coverage in sports. Because you care about what's happening in our city. The Winnipeg Free Press. Call 204-697-7001 to subscribe today.
Buying or selling your home is overwhelming, stressful, and where do you start? Realtors know real estate and will guide you through the most important financial decision of your life. Plus, Goldeyes fans, pick up a copy of the Real Estate News and search for Goldie for your chance to win great prizes with our In the Hood promotion. Remember, the Real Estate News is available in print, online, or mobile. Either way, it's in your hands.
The Winnipeg Real Estate News.com.
Bottom of the fourth inning, and Josh Mazzola leads it off. First pitch is swung on and fouled back on top of the roof here at Shaw Park as we get the bottom four underway. 3-1 Winnipeg. Mazzola made a fine leaping catch off of Jeff Squire to end the top of the fourth inning. Now he leads it off here against Travis Parker. Curve is inside. 1-1. Mazzola, Lentini, and Allen, 6, 7, and 8. Mazzola 0 for 1 here in this game and 3 for 5 on the evening. Pitch is swung on and fouled back into the seats, right side behind that Lincoln dugout. And that is, as they say, folks, a souvenir. Well, I'll tell you what, some folks have left, as you might expect. We're just about coming up to 10 o'clock Central. The pitch. Breaking ball swung on, hammered high, deep to left, backing toward the corner for Gatch. At the warning track, he leaps at the wall, and it's off the top of the wall. And Mazzola will stride around second. He's going to dig for third. Up with the ball is Forgats to throw the slide. He is saved. Yeah! Mazzola with a leadoff triple. Forgats did his best going back to leap, time it, and try to see if he could catch it. And he missed it. It bounced off something, whether it was the flagpole or his glove or the top of the wall, and kicked back. And Mazzola never really hesitated, striding around second, and he digs for third and gets in there with a triple. And here's Phelan Lentini with the infield pulled in. And Parker will come set in the pitch. Fastball swung on and fouled away, right side and out of play. Lentini an RBI single already tonight. We're in the bottom of four. The Goldeyes are looking to add on. They lead by 2 at 3-1. Lentini 2 for 5 on the evening. And the pitch. Swung on, chopper over the mound, back up the middle, picked up there by Squire, the shortstop, and you don't see this very often. He runs it over toward first and underhanded to the bag. So Lentini is out number 1. It goes 6-3 with an underhand toss from the shortstop to the first baseman. And here comes Luis Allen. The Anaheim Angels of Los Angeles have traded third baseman Alberto Calaspo to the Oakland A's. So things are heating up in the trade department. Pitch is swung on, bounced out toward third, fielded there by Smith. He throws to first, and Allen is out number 2 as he goes after the first pitch with the infield drawn in again. Now it's up to Kevin Mosquite with the infield stepping back to try to drive in Josh Mazzola after that leadoff triple. So 2 away. Mosquite walked and scored his first trip. Goldeyes this week here for Boston Pizza. Come try Boston Pizza's new Meteor Full Off the Bone Ribs. Boston Pizza, if you ain't ribbon, you ain't living. 2 more games going on here. Tomorrow night and Thursday night. First pitch and a bunt shown by Mosquite, pulled back. And it's ball 1 as that pitch was outside. Goldeyes playing 2 more, both 7:05 starts. Love to see out tomorrow or Thursday or both. The 1-0. Breaking ball swung on and missed. It's 1-1. And then down to Fargo Friday, Saturday, Sunday for 3 games. Then back home for a week again, including a day off on Monday. One ball, 1 strike, the pitch. Fastball swung on, bounce left side, foul. And then Sioux City in town a week from tonight for 3, and then Sioux Falls back in here for 3 on the weekend. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Kevin Mosquite on a 4-game hitting streak, coming in, batting .281. Tickets are 5, 7, 12, 14. As Mosquite will step back out. And Parker comes set, and the pitch. Breaking ball, bounce right side, right by the pitcher, out towards second. Espinosa up with it, over to first, and the Goldeyes leadoff triple do not get him in and end up squandering a real good opportunity to add on. No runs, 1 hit, and 1 left. We'll go to the 5th. 3-1 Winnipeg on the Goldeyes Radio Network.
When's the last time your bank gave you a great big kiss when you walked through the door?
Excuse me?
Yeah, that's what we do at Sonova Credit Union. Our DOG, Director of Greetings, is a St. Bernard who welcomes all our members.
Wow, can he schedule appointments too?
He's not Director of Appointments, just greetings. But at Sonova, you don't need an appointment ever.
So I can just walk in and...
Bank brighter with Sonova Credit Union at one of our 11 branches throughout Manitoba.
With all the fancy cuisine out there, sometimes nothing hits the spot better than a classic hamburger. The Pony Corral now featuring their half-pound burgers. The famous Golden Boy and the Jimmy G's Mushroom Burger also now featuring the 1-pound Big Fella. Top it off with a nostalgic Coca-Cola bottle, and you've got the perfect meal. Visit your favorite Pony Corral location and maybe enjoy it on the patio. Classic food, classic times at the Pony Corral. Proudly celebrating 25 years.
Midtown Car Wash cleans your car inside and out and leaves your car sparkling. Their fresh water, quality products, and modern equipment provide customers the very best in auto cleaning, inside and out. For over 50 years, Midtown Car Wash has been dedicated to providing the best full-service vehicle cleaning by our friendly, experienced staff. For the very best in auto cleaning, visit Midtown Car Wash, 344 Gertrude Street at Donald.
And the hits just keep on coming on your home of the Winnipeg Goldeyes. TSN 1290, tsn1290.ca.
Top of the 5th inning, Mike Coles, David Espinosa, and Kurt Smith against Matt Jackson. 3-1 Winnipeg in front here in Game 2. Winnipeg won Game 1, 8-0. First pitch is in there for a strike, and Coles showed bunt, pulled back. We were talking about ticket prices, $5, $7, $12, $14, and $18 to get in to see the Goldeyes, whether it's tomorrow, Thursday, both, or into next week. The 0-1 curve in there for a strike. It's 0-2. Tickets available at any Ticketmaster location in the province, including the box office here at Shaw Park. 855-GOLDEYE or Ticketmaster.ca. And Goldeyes this week for Boston Pizza. The 0-2 swung on, chopper right side, Fielded there by Jackson. He's going to get ahead of Coles and beat the center fielder to the bag for out number 1. So a rare 1 unassisted. And here's David Espinosa, who is 1 of 2 here tonight. A home run off Jackson, and then he flew out to center field. He's hit the ball hard twice off Matt Jackson. A couple of finals in the American Association. St. Paul did indeed beat Fargo 11-1. First pitch is on the outside edge for a strike. Mark Hamburger picked up the win. He goes to 5-4. Brian Ernst took the loss, 3-2 for Fargo. And the 0-1 swung on, lifted high, out to right field. Sadler going back at the warning track, and that is gone. David Espinosa has homered for the second time off Matt Jackson. It's a 1-out solo shot, and it's a 1-run lead here. And for Espinosa, homers 8 and 9 here tonight. And Kurt Smith now the batter. Ball's jumping out of the ballpark here tonight. 4 homers on the evening for Winnipeg, 2 by Lincoln. 6 balls have left the yard here this evening combined. 3-2 Winnipeg leads it. The pitch is outside for ball 1 to Kurt Smith. Amarillo beat Grand Prairie 5-1. Brad Wilson 1-1. Brandon Vargas 3-5 with the loss. The pitch. Breaking ball swung on, line right back up the middle for a base hit. And Kurt Smith is 2 for 3 tonight. And Ian Gack the batter. He's 2 for 2. And Sioux City beat Gary 5-4. Richard Salazar the win 6-3. Alan Quijano the loss 9-5. Jimmer Kennedy the save for Sioux City. Sioux City beat Gary 5-4. St. Paul beat Fargo 11-1. If the Goldeyes can win both ends of this doubleheader, boy, things get really interesting here in both the North and in the wild card. Here's Ian hearing it from the fans again. Last time that he did, he singled through the right side. First pitch swung on and sent down the right field line, and that is foul. Into the grass berm, back onto the field. 0-1 to Ian Gack. Nothing and 1 to Gack. Ian Gack, 11 homers, 33 driven in. Jackson comes set. The 0-1. Change up, swung on, and fouled back. It's 0-2. And Jackson ahead of the dangerous Ian Gack, who does not strike out very often. He has struck out just 27 times this year. Mind you, he has missed the better part of 35 games due to injury. 0-2. Curve swung on, hit high, out to left field. Lentini's there waiting for it to come down. He'll make the catch for out number 2. And Brian Joint, the batter, he is 0 for 2 tonight. By the way, another transaction in the big leagues that was made earlier today. The Los Angeles Dodgers signed free agent Brian Wilson, the former closer for the Giants, to a minor league deal. As Brian Joint steps up, he's 0 for 5 on the evening, 0 for 2 here in Game 2. 3-2, the Goldeyes lead it. Jackson comes set, the first pitch. Breaking ball in there for a strike. Well, we've seen a pretty good repertoire from Jackson. We've seen a good curve. We've seen an above-average fastball for this league into the 90s, and we've seen a real good changeup. 0-1 to Brian Joint. And the pitch is inside, 1-1. 1 ball, 1 strike. And Brian will step back in from the right-hand side. Jackson will come set. Allen sets up outside the pitch. Fastball swung on and fouled back. Sky sweeps to my right. 1 ball and 2 strikes. 1-2. Two away, 1 in, 1 on. No activity in either bullpen. Jackson comes set. And the pitch is down and away. Nice block by Luis Allen. The count 2-2. Two balls and 2 strikes. And Brian Joint steps back in. 4 homers, 38 driven in. And Jackson comes set again. 2-2. Cold third strike on the outside corner with a fastball, and Brian Joint struggling a little bit here tonight. Probably after a day of travel, a little fatigued, and the Goldeyes get out of a bit of a jam. But 1 run on 2 hits here for Lincoln, including David Espinosa's second home run of the game. 1 left as well after 4.5. 3-2 Winnipeg on the Goldeyes Radio Network.
If insurance brokers were rated like ball players, Winnipeg Insurance Brokers would be batting 1,000. They're the pros you can count on for complete protection of your home, business, vehicles, and even that dream trip. Get free quotes and helpful tips at WinnipegInsuranceBrokers.com or visit one of their 2 locations. Winnipeg Insurance Brokers, helping you protect the things you love. Peace of mind starts at WinnipegInsuranceBrokers.com, a wholly owned subsidiary of Assiniboine Credit Union.
Swung on high, and deep it goes to left. Way back.
Get your Goldeyes tickets before they're gone and catch the Goldeyes live at beautiful Shaw Park. Tickets for individual games, group outings, and Sky Suites are on sale now. Come celebrate with us.
Oh, my! In downtown!
To learn more about the Goldeyes' exciting promotional schedule for the Goldeyes 20th season, visit goldeyes.com.
Did you know that water makes up more than half of your body weight? Every cell, tissue, and organ in your body needs water to maintain its temperature, remove waste, and lubricate joints. Culligan's filtered bottled water delivered right to your door is the best choice for hydration.
Call or click today to enjoy Culligan bottled water service for as little as $21.75 a month. Just call 204-694-5180 or visit drinkculligan.com. Culligan, better water, pure and simple. Limited time offer. Dealer participation may vary. See dealer for details.
Bottom of the 5th inning, Tyler Graham to lead it off. First pitch from Travis Parker. Curve drops in there for a strike. 3-2 Winnipeg in front. We welcome you back. Graham, Ramon, Sadler. 1-2-3. In the order, the pitch is a breaking ball down and away. 1 ball, 1 strike. Tyler Graham 1 for 2 here in game number 2. And the 1-1. Fastball is low, 2-1. And 3 for 5 on the evening. Goldeyes leading by 1 thanks to a home run by Amos Ramon. The 2-1 pitch. Curve swung on, line to left. That'll drop for a base hit. Leadoff single here for Tyler Graham. And Amos Ramon, the batter. 2 for 2 tonight in game 2. A single and a 2-run home run. And as Rick Forney would say, he kind of ambushed Travis Parker on that first pitch. And swung at it and hammered it to left and out of the ballpark. See what he does here. And they're expecting a bunt from Amos. First pitch is in there for a strike. No sign of a bunt. Kurt Smith in on the grass at third base. Amos with home run number 7, RBI 38 and 39 tonight. Throw goes over to first, and Tyler Graham back in time. Tyler was caught stealing 2-5 back in the first for the first out of the inning at third. After leading off with a double. Pitch is low, 1-1. Culligan in-game line score here, brought to you by Culligan Water. Better water, pure and simple. Contact them at drinkculligan.com. 3 runs, 7 hits, an error for Winnipeg. 2 runs, 7 hits, an error for Lincoln. 1-1. Breaking ball is outside. 2 balls and 1 strike. 2-1 to Amos. Travis Parker comes set. And the pitch. Runner on the move. Pitch is swung on and looped into right center. That's going to drop for a base hit. Rounding second, heading for third is Graham. He'll be told to stop there. And Amos Ramon, a little hit and run, has his 3rd hit of this game. And it puts runners on the corners and nobody out in the bottom of this 5th inning. And now here comes Ray. And Ray Sadler will step in from the right-hand side. 0 for 2 here tonight. He was 4 for 4 in game 1. So a combined 4 for 6 here this evening. Now the Goldeyes would really like to answer with a run here in the bottom of the 5th. For the 2nd straight inning, they have a runner in 3rd with nobody out. Last time they never cashed in Josh Mazzola. First pitch. Swung on, hammered out to left. Back goes Forgatch. It's over his head, and it's off the base of the wall. In to score Graham. They're going to hold up Amos at 3rd. In standing, first pitch swinging is Ray Sadler with an RBI double, and it's 4-2 Winnipeg. And Ray coming through again. And boy, when Ray Sadler gets a hold of them, they just fly off the barrel of his bat. And here's Ryan Skoma, no activity in the bullpen, 4-2 Winnipeg. And Skoma, 1 for 5 on the night, infield pulled in here for Lincoln. And Parker will come set, first pitch. Swung on, Q shot it off the end of the bat. Foul, first base, actually third base side, strike 1. 4-2 Winnipeg in front. They are now out hitting Lincoln by 2 at 9-7. Travis Parker looks in to get the sign from Sean O'Connell. 0-1. Swung on, filleted left side, drifting toward the seats, and just before them it bounces. Foul. 0-2. Goldeyes with runners at 2nd and 3rd. 1 in already. They lead it 4-2. Now some activity up in that bullpen for Lincoln. And it looks like number 16, a right-hander. Parker comes set. The pitch is just outside. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Staten Thomas is getting loose in the bullpen. Staten Thomas. 1 ball, 2 strikes. And the pitch. Swung on, looped over 3rd, down the left field line, foul. Sort of a one-handed fillet there by Skoma. Ball and 2 strikes. Yeah, it's not Thomas Staten. It's Staten Thomas. Getting loose, the right-hander down there. 4-2 Winnipeg, nobody out, 1 in, 2 on. Outfield is straight away, the 1-2. Swung on, fouled away by Skoma. Having a real good look here is Ryan. He had a base hit, stole a base, scored in the 2nd. Bounced out corner to corner in the 3rd. Prior to that tonight, he was 0 for 3 with a walk and a run scored in game 1. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Travis Parker comes set, and the pitch is a breaking ball that's inside 2-2. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Infield still pulled in to the edge of the grass. And Parker comes set. The pitch is outside, 3-2. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Full count here to Ryan Skoma. Ramon at third, Sadler at second. The payoff pitch. Swung on, line to the gap in right center. That's going to get down, get 2 in for sure. Around first, digging for second is Skoma. The ball went to the wall. He'll be in standing with a 2-run double, and the Goldeyes lead at 6-2. Oh, yeah. Great at bat by Ryan Skoma. Just kept fouling pitches off, fouling pitches off, fouling pitches off. Got one he could handle and tattooed it into the gap in right center. And the Goldeyes have made this a 3-run 5th inning. They lead it by 4, their largest lead of the night, at 6-2 here in game number 2. They won 8-0 in game 1. And here comes Casey Arthur. First pitch to Arthur is on the outside edge for a strike. And Arthur 0 for 2 here in game number 2, 1 for 6 on the night. And the 0-1 is outside. 1 ball and 1 strike. Arthur, 9 home runs and 44 driven in. And the pitch. Swung on, knocked right back up the middle for a base hit. They're going to wave in Skoma. Up with the ball in center is Coles. No throw home. Arthur has an RBI single. And still with nobody out, the Goldeyes have now scored 4 in this inning and lead it 7-2. For Arthur, his 45th run batted into the year. 1 behind the team leader in Ray Sadler. And here comes Ken Obergefell. And that is going to be it here for Travis Parker tonight in game number 2. So they'll get into the bullpen again. Will the Lincoln Saltdogs. Winnipeg with a 5-run lead here. And Obergefell, that slow walk out of that first base dugout, will tap Travis Parker on the bumper, take the ball, and we'll be back in 60 on the call to the bullpen. Winnipeg leads at 7-2 on the Goldeyes Radio Network.
Follow the passion that is sports for football.
He's got separation, makes the catch to the 30. Now it's a foot race to the 20, to the 10, and he is in for the touchdown.
For hockey.
Now an opportunity for Andrew Ladd. Bufflin's going to join in. This is a full-fledged 2-on-1. Ladd, can he win it? No, Bufflin will! And the Jets win it!
This is your home for complete sports coverage.
Swung on, and that is blasted out to right field. On the run goes Gaston. He'll turn, look up, pucker up, and kiss it goodbye.
Sports, sports, and more sports.
I take it that he is happily playing here.
They find a way to get it done for the good of the group.
Shall we just call this a mid-body injury?
Well, you're
17 seconds.
He got it in joules.
Nothing but sports.
Touchdown! Scores!
We're about all sports, all the time. All the time.
He simplified the passing game.
TSN 1290. TSN1290.ca.
Well, that's it for Travis Parker here tonight. 4+ innings, 11 hits, 7 runs, and they will all be earned. A walk, a strikeout, a wild pitch, and he gives way to number 16 and right-hander Staten Thomas. This pitching change brought to you by Johnson Waste Management, 4520909. Goldeyes lead at 7-2 here. And they get into this Lincoln bullpen for the second time in as many games after winning game 1, 8-0 earlier tonight. And here comes Josh Mazzola to face Staten Thomas. Thomas from Waco, Texas, out of the University of Texas. 5'11", 180. 24 years old and a right-hander, as I mentioned. And he'll face Mazzola, who has struck out and tripled. First pitch. Fastball's outside, ball 1. For Staten Thomas, He'll make his 23rd appearance. He's 2-2. 1-0 is in there for a strike, and it's 1-1 with a 3.53 ERA. 35 2/3 innings, 44 hits, 14 earned runs, 11 walks, 23 strikeouts. Opposition batting .310 against him. 1-1 is outside, 2 balls and 1 strike. Casey Arthur over at first. The Goldeyes have made this a 4-run inning. There's nobody out. Wind is picked up from right to left. The 2-1. Swung on, chopper out toward third. Fielded there by Smith. Throws to second for 1, and that's all they'll get. Across the bag safely at first, and the fielder's choice is Mazzola. So Arthur is put out 5-4. 1 down for Phelan Lentini. Here in the bottom of 5, we will have a look at the answer to trivia here as well and pass along the winner's name. What I didn't tell you, but one of you figured out in the 20th call, and I hinted toward it, was a little bit of a trick question tonight. First pitch, swung on, chopper foul at the plate. And trivia is always brought to you by the Place Louis Riel Suite Hotel in downtown Winnipeg. Place Louis Riel specializing in spacious executive suites. Question is this: which inning have the Goldeyes yet to hit a home run in this season? Pitches in there for a strike. Congratulations to Steve Cripps. Actually, Steve Cripps. Steve Cripps of Southdale. He knew the answer to be an extra inning. Pitches outside. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Goldeyes have homered in every inning. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. They have yet to homer this year in an extra inning. One ball, 2 strikes. Phelan Lentini. The pitch is down and away. 2-2. So Steve Cripps, congratulations tonight. He told our producer at our flagship station, Eric Fritchie, that he figured it out from the little hint that I gave once the question was still in play after about 5 or 10 phone calls. The pitch is swung on, looped over first, dumped into right field for a base hit. And around second, heading for third, is going to be Mazzola. The throw is cut off. Nobody's at second to cover, and trotting up there easily is Lentini. So he'll get a single. He'll get the second on the throw. Not very good defensive coverage there by Lincoln. You're always supposed to have somebody at each base, at least at second and third, for purposes like that when there are runners on. And Lentini got to trot to second base, no problem. When the cutoff man came in to cut off that throw, nobody was at second, and Lentini trotted in there uncontested. So now runners at second and third, 1 out, and the Goldeyes leading 7-2, and Luis Allen stepping up. Infield in again to protect home plate. Been a long bottom of the 5th. First pitch is high, ball 1. So Steve Cripps of Southdale is our winner tonight. He picks up a pair of Goldeye tickets to a future home game and is eligible to win the grand prize of a weekend stay at the Place Louis at the end of the season. 1-0. Swung on, hammered high, deep to left, way back Forgat, warning track at the wall. He'll look up, pucker up, and kiss it goodbye. Second home run of the year for El Cabong, and the Goldeyes have hit double digits. It's 10-2. Make the turn at third and come on down. And the Goldeyes have blown this one wide open. It's an 8-run lead. And Kevin Mesquite will be the batter. Another 3-run homer here. And Mesquite 0 for 1 with a walk. Still only one out in the inning, and the Goldeyes have scored 7. First pitch swung on and hammered high and deep to left for the second time tonight. The Goldeyes are going to go back to back. Kevin Mosquite's first pitch swinging. His first is a Goldeye. Slow down, Kevin. Make the turn at third and come on down. Goldeyes back to back for the second time in as many games. And Mosquite with his first, and the Goldeyes have batted around, and there's only one out in this inning.
The Goldeyes, number 9, Tyler Graham.
And back to the top of the order in Tyler Graham. First pitch is in there for a strike. 11-2 Winnipeg. And Tyler Graham 2 for 3 tonight. The pitch swung on, fouled away right side and out of play. And it's 0-2. And the pitch is high. 1-2 to Graham. And the pitch swung on and fouled at the plate. It's a ball and 2 strikes. A little shout out here tonight to Ace Walker, Brian Boyning, tuning this one in from the great state of Oklahoma as they move Ace and his future wife Paige. They're getting married very soon to Stillwater, Oklahoma. And the wedding on Saturday. Pitches in there for a called third strike. And Ace Walker and Brian Boyning have to be enjoying this one here tonight. Tyler Graham goes down looking. 2 out in the inning, only the second strikeout here in game number 2. And it was good to see you guys come back up here at the start of the year. Ace, I wish you all the best. I sent you an email, and Janice and I really want to thank you for inviting us to your wedding, and obviously for reasons beyond our control, we just couldn't make it, but wish you all the best. You've got a great girl, and really happy for you for the next stage of your life. The 0-1 to Amos is high, 1 ball and 1 strike, and Ryan, you know all about that. You're a couple steps ahead already of your buddy. The 1-1 pitch is swung on and fouled back, and it's a ball and 2 strikes, but as somebody once told me, it's not a competition. And your club here, boys, maybe starting to heat up a little bit. The 1-2 is just outside, 2 balls and 2 strikes. They have a commanding 9-run lead. They get activity up in the bullpen. Down that left field line, it'll be Gabe Aguilar throwing. The 2-2 swing and a foul back on that breaking ball by Ramon, who's 3 for 3 here in game number 2, including a home run tonight. And Winnipeg looking for a 5th straight win. And if they were to get it by holding on to this 9-run lead, 2-2 swung on. That's into the gap in right center. That's going to get down. It's going to go all the way to the wall. Extra bases for Ramon. He'll stop at second. I think he's tired from running the bases. He's 4 for 4 here in game number 2. And the Goldeyes now have 15 hits. And the 5th inning continues here. A 2-0 double for Amos. And here's Ray Ray.
Right field, number 25, Ray Sadler.
And Sadler will be the 12th man to hit in the inning. And Staten Thomas, like Travis Parker, getting bashed around in this inning. Pitch is in there for a strike. And it's 0-1. Sadler 1 for 3 here in game number 2. And he's 5 for 7 on the night. The 0-1 is low and inside, 1 ball and 1 strike. We're in the bottom of 5, and the Goldeyes lead it 11-2. It's an 8-run inning. They go back-to-back with homers for the 2nd straight game. 1-1 is inside, 2 balls and 1 strike. Two balls, 1 strike. And the pitch. Breaking ball swung on, line to center. That'll drop in front of Coles for a base hit. Amos is going to come in to score to make it 12-2. RBI single for Sadler. And Ray tonight with a couple more RBI. And he has 47 on the year. And Ryan Skoma, 2 for 3 in game number 2, 2 for 6 on the night. First pitch, fastball is on the inside edge for a strike. By the way, congratulations, it is the first birthday for one Max Boyning today. What a story that was last year, and what a great ending. The 0-1 is inside, 1 ball, 1 strike. That's just really for the beginning of Max Boyning and his father's end to his baseball career, but really the beginning of a great life ahead. The 1-1 is on the inside edge for a strike, and it's 1-2. See, as I talked with Tom Vaith on Sunday, we can be rather profound on this program. But the found moments of profoundness are few and far between. The pitch inside, 2-2. Two balls, 2 strikes to Ryan Skoma. And the pitch. Swung on, ground ball right side. To his left. Espinosa can't come up with it. It rolls into right field. And I would say that if they haven't completely fallen off, the wheels are just about ready to here for Lincoln. Ryan Skoma has a base hit. Stopping at second is Sadler. And Casey Harther, the batter. 12-2, Winnipeg in front. We're in the bottom of 5. This one's scheduled for 7. Harther 1 for 3 tonight. And the pitch is high, ball 1. You know, these are the nights when you're a player, when you've struggled and you've gone through a stretch like Amos State in Quebec where you're 1 for 36. Along those lines, the pitch, swing and a miss, and it's 1-1. And now, you know, you've got the fish in a barrel, right? And you're up there hacking because you're looking to top your average, pad your stats a little bit, and why not? You go through periods where you can't buy ahead. The 1-1 is outside, 2 balls and 1 strike. If they're jumping in the boat on you, why not? 12-2, Winnipeg in front. 2 balls and 1 strike. And Staten Thomas comes set. The pitch is outside, 3-1. Thirteen batters so far. Harther's the 14th man to hit in this inning. The 3-1 pitch is outside, ball 4. Now the bases are loaded for Josh Mazzola. Well, with 2 games to go still in this series, and of course Lincoln still very much in it, maybe not necessarily in the Central Division, but in the wild card, you're going to see Staten Thomas probably wear it here right now for the rest of the game. And as soon as we say that, we see some activity in the bullpen for Lincoln. A right-hander. And Josh Mazzola steps up. Danny Mazzaros starts to throw in the bullpen. Staten Thomas comes set. The pitch. Breaking balls in there for a strike. Nothing in 1 to Mazzola. The pitch. Swing and a miss, and it's nothing in 2. He got fooled on that breaking ball. He'll go for a little walk. When Mazzola gets a little upset, you know, He goes for those walks. It's a little like goose stepping, like the knee doesn't bend very much. Legs are pretty straight. 0-2 is low and inside. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Not a lot of bend to that knee or knees. 1 ball, 2 strikes. The Goldeyes have pounded out 17 hits tonight. And the pitch. Breaking ball swung on, popped up. Might end a rather forgettable inning for Lincoln. In front and now behind second is Squire, the shortstop. He makes the catch, and the inning is over. 15 men step to the plate. 9 men cross it. The Goldeyes do that on 11 hits. There was not an error, and they leave them loaded. We'll go to the 6th. 12-2 Winnipeg on the Goldeyes Radio Network.
CIBC and the Winnipeg Goldeyes have partnered to fight cancer. On Sunday, October 6th, CIBC and Goldeyes employees, friends, and family will be running in Winnipeg for a future without breast cancer. Shaw Park, home of your Winnipeg Goldeyes, will host the Canadian Breast Cancer Foundation CIBC Run for the Cure. For more information, to register to run, or to make a donation, go online to CIBC.com. Let's run for a future without breast cancer. Join in on Sunday, October 6th at Shaw Park.
Hi, I'm Denny from Denny's Whole Hog Barbecue. There's nothing better than a fully catered barbecue.
And I'm quarterback Buck Pierce, and I want you to call Danny's Whole Hog Barbecue now to book your fully catered barbecue or try a do-it-yourself hog roast.
It's fun, delicious, will cost less than you think. Plus, you can keep the leftovers. We'll even pack it up for you. Dates are filling up, so act fast.
Visit Danny'sWholeHog.com or call 344-5675.
And we'll bring the flavor.
Hey, it's Ken, and there's a lot of ground to cover out here on the farm. You got to stay connected. I'll tell you what Ken would do. Ken would keep a two-way radio all through the day. Very mobile as the Kenwood two-way radios that'll keep you talking. Tough, long range, long battery life, and even hands-free. Two-way radios from Kenwood. It's what Ken would do, and you should too.
After the sale, it's the service that counts. Prairie Mobile, your Kenwood authorized dealer.
You're listening to Goldeyes Baseball on TSN 1290.
TSN1290.ca.
Brought to you in part by South Beach Casino. Like it, love it.
Well, we go to the bottom, or the top of the 6th inning now, and for the Goldeyes, opportunity for Matt Jackson to work a little further into the game. First pitch is a strike there to Matt Forgatch. A 9-run inning, and we've got some business to kind of straighten out here. The 0-1 is in there for a strike. It's Forgatch, Embry, the DH, and Sean O'Donnell. 6, 7, and 8. A 9-run inning for the Goldeyes, and they had 11 hits in the inning. And the 11 hits in the inning tie a franchise record. The pitch is outside 1-2. And initially, the Goldeyes had 11 hits in one inning back in July of 1997 when they scored a 17-run inning. Breaking ball is low, and it's 2-2, in beating Fargo with a total of 22 runs in Fargo. And the Goldeyes ended up hitting 4 home runs in that inning. Matt Forgatch will go down looking here, and he's going to argue a little bit. Strikeout number 7 tonight for Matt Jackson. And here's Brian Embry. So what you need to know is the Goldeyes tied a record for hits in an inning just now. With that 9-run fifth, they had 11 hits. It equaled the amount of hits they had initially to set the franchise record. Pitch is swung on and lined to left field by Brian Embry. And it's a 1-out single. And Sean O'Connell, the batter. And that's hit number 8 tonight. It tied the record that the Goldeyes set back in July in Fargo of 1997. And I'm going to get the exact date. And here comes Rick Forney. He's going to bring in Gabe Aguilar. And the Goldeyes get a real good debut here from Matt Jackson. He'll get paid off nicely by the fans that are left at the ballpark. And we'll come back in 60, tell you about the night for Matt Jackson and the past performance sheet on one Gabe Aguilar. We do that after these. 12-2 Winnipeg, 1 out in the 6th on the Goldeyes Radio Network.
TSN 1290. We talk more Jets.
It's not so much if the team loses, it's about the effort. If the effort's not there, then they boo.
More NHL.
Why is this only a topic of discussion when a guy gets knocked out?
More Major League Baseball.
They're not going to get that ring with those bats unless they get another arm.
And more Bombers.
We have a big city stadium, and with big city stadium comes big city problems.
Sports, and more sports.
There is no way in hell you can play every second night and be out of shape.
Play with tremendous effort, relentlessness, play with class. You know, never ever give up.
This is a young, growing team. They're learning how to win.
We're about all sports, all the time.
They're comfortable with each other, know where the other guy is going to be, and know how the other guy is going to react.
TSN 1290. TSN1290.ca.
For the 6th inning, and Sean O'Connell is going to face left-hander Gabe Aguilar. And that's it for Matt Jackson tonight. 5 in the 3rd innings. 8 hits, 2 runs, both earned, no walks, 7 strikeouts, a wild pitch. And this pitching change brought to you by Johnson Waste Management, 452-0909. And here comes Sean O'Donnell and Matt Jackson, the pitcher of record on a winning side, and he gives way to left-hander Gabe Aguilar. 1 out, 1 on. 12-2, the Goldeyes lead it here in the 6th. First pitch. Whoa, way inside. And O'Connell just got hit by a pitch. So it puts 2 on. And the batter is Jeff Squire. We were talking about that record. The Goldeyes 11 hits in an inning. July 16, 1997 at Fargo. And then they equal it here tonight with 11 hits in a 9-run 5th. As 15 men step to the plate. It was similar that particular night in Fargo as well. First pitch is in there for a strike. What you need to know or remember about that game was Terry Lee and Mike Meggers both homered twice in that inning. In the 17-run inning in Fargo, Terry Lee, Mike Meggers both homered twice in the inning. The 0-1 swung on and missed, and it's 0-2. The other thing I remember was Callum Paul, a Winnipegger pitching for Fargo, made his debut against his hometown team, and it didn't go so well, but he ended up having a good Northern League career after that. 0-2 for Jeff Squires. Now, the Goldeyes scored 22 runs in that game. The pitch, breaking ball way inside. And did he get hit? Yeah, Squires got hit by that breaking ball here from Aguilar. And all of a sudden, it's back-to-back hit batsmen, and the bases are loaded here. And the batter is Mike Coles. And Squire was down, now back up, and he'll go over to first base. 12-2 Winnipeg in front. Winnipeg still 5 outs away from ending this game. But all of a sudden, Lincoln maybe has a little bit of a life. A small one, but a little bit of a life here. 1 out and bases loaded, trailing by 10. Mike Coles 0 for 3 here in game number 2. 1 for 6 on the evening. And Aguilar will come set. First pitch. Fastball wide, ball 1. Fargo after that game, or shortly thereafter, it seemed to me it was right at the end of the first half. 1-0. Swung on, ground ball right side. Mesquite to Mazzola for 1, and down to Skoma for 2. It goes 4, 6, and 3. That inning ending double play. No runs, 1 hit, and 2 left. We'll go to the bottom of 6. Winnipeg leads at 12-2. Pick up the story when we come back on the Goldeyes Radio Network.
Going on vacation can be exciting.
Bon voyage, Winnipeg.
But when you're miles away from Winnipeg, the last thing you want to worry about is the security of your home. That's why Commissionaires Manitoba offers a house watch service. They'll do an interior and exterior patrol of your property, bring in your mail, remove snow from your car, even water your plants. Don't leave your house to chance. Leave it to the Commissionaires. Go to commissionaires.nb.ca.
Buying or selling your home is one of the most important financial decisions you'll ever make. Realtors know the market, understand the strategy, and will negotiate in your best interests. Plus, Goldeyes fans, pick up a copy of the Real Estate News and search for Goldie for your chance to win great prizes with our In the Hood promotion. Remember, the Real Estate News is available in print, online, or mobile. Either way, it's in your hands.
WinnipegRealEstateNews.com.
Nice and fresh.
Just the way I like it.
This is really good.
That hits the spot.
The spot to hear all that contentment? Our very own fishbowl. The reason? Robins. Smart coffee lovers count on the famous, always fresh taste of Robins coffee to add extra zest to every Goldeyes game. Team it with a Robins fresh baked treat, and you've got, well, a flavored doubleheader. Robins. Fast, fresh, and friendly.
Bottom of the 6th, Lentini, Allen, and Mesquite to face Danny Mazzaros. Third pitcher of the night here for Lincoln. Goldeyes lead at 12-2. For Staten Thomas, he goes 1 inning, gives up 6 hits, and a total of 5 runs. They're all earned. No walks, a strikeout. Pitching change brought to you by Johnson Waste Management, 452-0909. So Danny Mazzaros will be the third pitcher of the night. He is from Boca Raton, Florida, out of the College of Charleston. He was in Oak City in 2011, 6 feet 170. And he'll be 28 in September. And Mazzaros will face Phelan Lentini. And he'll make his 9th appearance. He's 1-0 with a 7.20 ERA. So we're not seeing that vaunted portion of the bullpen here for Lincoln in Rodriguez and Zacchi. First pitch is on the outside edge for a strike. Just to finish the story about the 11 hits in that game in 97 in Fargo, it was when the Northern League at that time, the 0-1, swung on and missed, and it's 0-2, actually played halves. And I think back in 97, they were playing an 88-game schedule. I'll just check on that for sure. Not the 100 they play now. It was, I believe, 88. No, it was 84. The 0-2 pitch is swung on and missed, and Lentini down on strikes. Because the Goldeyes that year, that I'll tell you, that 97 team, there's been some great teams come through here. You know, I think of, and we're going to get a pinch hitter here, is Jordan Gaida is going to pinch hit for Luis Allen. And that will happen here in this 6th inning. And Gaida will get an at-bat and come in defensively as well. First pitch is in there for a strike. The 99 team obviously getting to the 3rd round of the playoffs, losing in the final to Albany. The 0-1, the 0-2 team, just fabulous Central Conference Championship teams, losing to New Jersey, pitches inside 1-1. I still would put that 97 team up against any of them. That 97 team was just loaded on both sides of the baseball and lost the 5th and deciding game in the championship final against Duluth. What an experience that was, too. 1-1. Swung on, chopper out towards short, backing up on it. Squire could have a tough play. Long throw, throws to first from deep in the hole, and he just gets Gaida for out number 2. But the Goldeyes that year finished 53-30. So that tells you a little bit about how good that team was. 53 divided by 83. That was almost, well, it was a .638 win percentage. So 2 away here for Kevin Mosquite. Pitch is swung on and missed. Mosquite's homered tonight. His first. He extends a hitting streak to 5 straight. And at that time, with the halves, the Goldeyes ended up winning the half over Fargo, and Fargo gutted their team for the second half. Pitches in there for a strike, and if you listen quite often, I had Hal Lanier on about a week or so ago, and we talked about that 97 team and how not only did they get to the final against Duluth, not only did they win the first half to guarantee a playoff spot, but they were up against Fargo in the postseason, the 0-2. Swung on, grounded out towards short, and it's picked up there by Squire. He throws to first, and we'll go to the top of the 7th inning and a last chance coming up here for the Lincoln Saltdogs. We'll pick up the story when we come back because it's interesting. The Goldeyes were down in that series and how they ended up winning it. Last chance coming up for Lincoln, 12-2 the final, or 12-2 through 6 going to the 7th. Looking are the Goldeyes to make that a final when we come back on the Goldeyes Radio Network.
In the competitive world of aluminum fishing boats, the bar has been raised again. Introducing the new aluminum Kingfisher Revolution with exclusive pre-flex hull technology that delivers super strong construction, increased performance, and load handling without extra weight. It's the perfect combination for the weekend angler or fishing fanatic. Discover these revolutionary boats at kingfisherboats.com or give Girton Equipment a call at 1-800-619-0614. Kingfisher, fish the good times.
Ever try sucking an orange through a straw? How about 5?
Oh, come on!
It can happen, because we're blending up a difference at Jugo Juice. Our fresh fruit smoothies knock it out of the park with over 5 servings of fruit jammed into every 24-ounce cup. This season, make it a mini combo with a zesty Southwest chicken wrap. Get healthy on the go with Jugo Juice. Find us at Shaw Park and online at jugojuice.com.
Yep!
There's lots of storage reality stuff on TV these days, but in Winnipeg, real people prefer real storage at Storageville. Why? 2 super convenient locations, both with really easy access to your locker. It's absolutely secure and always pristine clean. Learn more about Storageville's many wow factors at storageville.ca and sign up for upcoming auction alerts. Never know what treasures you might find. Storageville, where Winnipeg stores.
Yep!
You're listening to Goldeyes Baseball with Paul Edmonds on TSN 1290.
TSN1290.ca.
David Espinosa, who's homered twice tonight, will step around from the right side. And that he homered twice from the left side tonight. He'll face Gabe Aguilar. And it's Espinosa, Smith, and Gack. Last chance for Lincoln coming up. Winnipeg leads it by 10 at 12-2. And the first pitch is swung on, chopper out towards short. Here comes Mazzola on the way in. Could have to get it away and does, not in time. Had to wait for it, kind of hesitated, and that'll be the 3rd hit for Espinosa. I think he broke his bat on that, but it's a leadoff single here in the 7th. Here's Kurt Smith. Just to finish a thought before we run out of time, that team in 97, that Goldeyes team, managed by Hal Lanier, ended up winning the first half, and part of winning the first half was they blew Fargo out to win the first half in that game where they scored 22 runs, 17 in 1 inning, and had 11 hits. They've tied the 11 hits in 1 inning here tonight, and that's why it brings us all the way back to 1997. And the first pitch is swung on and fouled back by Kurt Smith. And, you know, there was John Dorman and Terry Lee, and Rick Forney was in the rotation there, and Jeff Zimmerman became an all-star. The Texas Rangers was on that team, and Mike Hickey over at third base, and Brian Duva and Chris Kokinda, and Andrew Prater was the catcher. Pitches swung on and missed. And Jeff Sparks was in the bullpen. He ended up going on to pitch in the majors as well after that. And John Salomon was the closer. Sparks was the setup guy. And I mean, the list of just the players that ended up moving along into affiliated baseball. I know John Dorman did again. The 0-2 is swung on and fouled the plate by Kurt Smith. It's 0-2. It was just a great team, a great cast of characters, and just phenomenal. Ended up losing in sort of a one-game shootout, winner take all, and Duluth beat them. But Fargo ended up winning the second half, or got in, and then Fargo and Winnipeg played in the first round, and Fargo just about exacted revenge on that 22-run game because they were up 0-2 on Winnipeg in the series after winning both games here in Winnipeg. At that time it was at the stadium. Pitches outside, 1 ball, 2 strikes. And the Goldeyes had to go down to Fargo and win all 3 games. Friday night, Saturday afternoon, Sunday afternoon they did to advance to the final. Pitches low, 2 balls and 2 strikes. It was very memorable in the annals of Goldeyes history. Quite remarkable. And then later on, the Goldeyes did it again in 2001. They were down 0-2 to Fargo and won 3 straight again. I think the only variant there, the 2-2, swung on and fouled away right side, was they lost both at home. They went down and won both in Fargo, and then came back to win a game, a 5th and deciding game here in Winnipeg, if memory serves. Nothing, and 2 turns to 2-2 here on Kurt Smith, who's 2 for 3 tonight. Nobody out, runner at first base. Espinosa with a good lead, and nobody holding him on, of course. And the pitch is low, 3-2. By the way, Jordan Goldeyes is catching now. I guess part of the interesting fact to that series in 97 in Duluth, and I know there was Goldeyes fans there for sure. 3-2. Swung on, chopped out towards third, but foul. Was the fact that Duluth had always struggled with attendance. You know, it's a college town. Hockey is huge. The college hockey team, the Bulldogs, is just everything in that area. And the weather's not great in Duluth on Lake Superior, even in the summer. 3-2. Swung on, line to center field. Graham's right there. He'll make the catch, and there'll be 1 away. I mean, I remember, and this is no hyperbole, I remember going to Duluth in July. It would be 44 degrees Fahrenheit. You could see your breath. It just depended on what was rolling off that lake. It could get hot there, no question about it. But you could also get some systems blow off that big lake, the largest freshwater body of water in the world, Lake Superior. And in July, it could feel like it was late October, early November. First pitch is outside, ball 1. Depending where you live, of course. Here's Ian Gack, 1 out, 1 on. And they had, I think the crowds grew there. The Game 4 that the Goldeyes won to even up the series to send it to a Game 5 had somewhere in the neighborhood of about 3,500. Pitches swung on and missed. And then the final game the next night, they sold the place out, jammed to the rafters, 4,500 people in that building, and it was just absolutely raucous in one of my favorite ballparks across minor league baseball, Wade Municipal Stadium in Duluth, Minnesota. The pitch is low, 2 balls and 1 strike. Ian Gack with a couple of singles and a fly out to left. Two balls, 1 strike to Gack. And the pitch swung on, popped up in front of home plate, or actually behind the mound. And there's Mesquite that will come in and make the catch for out number 2. Well, I thought it was going to be in front of home plate. Sometimes you lose depth of field, but it was actually in behind the mound. And Guida was stepping in front of the plate, almost looking like he was going to grab it. Yet Aguilar was coming off the mound to get out of the way, and then Mesquite came in to make the catch. 2 down, and Brian Joint is the last hope here for Lincoln. 12-2, and the Goldeyes are 1 out away from sweeping both ends of this double dip. And if Winnipeg is able to get it, I'll tell you what, it really interests the complexion of the wild card and the North Division. Runner on the move, pitches swung on and missed for strike 1. Espinosa will get the second on defensive indifference. 12-2, Winnipeg is in front. And Brian Joint 0 for 3 tonight, 0 for 6 on the evening. There's the left-hander getting loose in the bullpen, and it's Chris Salamita, the pitch. Swung on and fouled away right side, 0-2. This might just be a bullpen session for Salamita, who is scheduled to start on Thursday. Tomorrow, Justin Garcia versus Pete Parisi. And then Salamita on Thursday for Winnipeg. The 0-2. Swung on, chopper out towards short, and it's going to be picked up by Mazzola. Throw to first is in time. And Brian Joint probably was safe, but I think our umpire over there, Anthony Sheets, wanted certainly to move this one along. Great play by Mazzola, but I think Brian Joint probably was safe. Either way, it's not going to affect the outcome of this one. The final score will be Winnipeg 12, Lincoln 2, and the Winnipeg Goldeyes take both ends of this doubleheader in the 7th inning. For Lincoln, no runs, 1 hit, and 1 left. The final score, Winnipeg